All right, eighth graders, this is lesson 25, finding area and perimeter. All right, lesson 25, finding area and perimeter. Some vocabulary. We have perimeter, it's the distance around a figure, whereas area is the inside region of a figure. We have a couple of reminders. A rectangle has two pairs of equal sides. A square has four equal sides. Also remember to estimate round the numbers, you are using. So here we go, guys. It says, Diop wants to enclose a rectangular plot for growing vegetables. He wants the plot to be 10 meters long, 5 meters wide. How much fencing will he need? So what he is wanting to do is like start at this point, go around the figure. He wants to know how much fence he needs to buy. So it says the diagram at the right shows Diop's plot. To find the amount of fencing, he needs to find the perimeter of a rectangle. The perimeter is the distance around the rectangle. So if I was to do this problem, I would have 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5 because there's four sides to the figure. So the formula for perimeter is sides added together. Now, if I have a four-sided figure, I have to add four sides together. If I have five sides together, I have to add five sides together. Now, for the perimeter of a rectangle, you can use this formula. They give a little different formula here because they say perimeter is 2 lengths plus 2 widths, where L is the length and W is the width. So we have perimeter equals 2 times 10 because there's two sides that equal 10, plus 2 times 5 because there's two sides that equal 5. When I do what's inside the parentheses, according to the orders of operation, 2 times 10 is 20, 2 times 5 is 10, so 20 plus 10 is 30. So Diop will need 30 meters of fencing for his plot. That's perimeter. Now, remember, perimeter is all sides added together. When you go to area, and it says, in order to know how much fertilizer to buy for his plot, Diop needs to know the area. The area is the inside region of the figure. It is measured in square units. So where you want to find all of this space inside our rectangle. Now, the formula for area is length times width. So in this diagram, you can see the area of Diop's plot marked off in square meters. The area is 50 square meters. So if I counted each one of those little tiny squares, I should get 50. I don't want to have to count them if my figures get much bigger. So my formula, length times width, area equals 10 times 5. So 10 times 5 is 50. So he'll need 50, and they have square meters. Now, that's one way to write it, or you can write it meters squared. That little 2 above the M means square. When you come down to the guided practice, it says, Eilina wants to do a large square painting for an art exhibit. The painting will be 7 feet on each side. How many feet of wood will she need to frame this painting? So, if I drew a picture, it's 7 feet on each side. So I'm going to be finding the perimeter. Part A, which I already did, but we'll do it again, says draw a diagram. Does Eilina need to find the perimeter or the area? So here's my diagram. She said it was 7 feet on all sides. And I know my measure is feet. So if I want to find a frame, that would be perimeter, which means all sides added together. So it says find the measure Lena needs. Well, I could take 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, or I know there's 4 sides and each side is 7, so I take 4 times 7, that's a times, which equals 28. Now, it says write the correct label for your answer in feet or square feet. Since I'm finding the perimeter, it is just feet. All right, so make sure you get all that copied down. On problem number 2, Hang wants new carpeting for his room. His room measures 12 feet by 14 feet. How many square feet of carpeting must he order? Well, if I draw my diagram, here's his room. This side is 14 feet. This side is 12 feet. Now, he wants to do carpeting, which is going to fill the room. So I want to find area. I put an A. And if you remember, area equals length times width, which would equal, if I took 14 times 12, 168. My measure was feet. Since I found found area, it's feet squared. So you have to put the square on the label of feet. All right, what you guys are going to do is you are going to finish problems 3, 4, 5, and 6. If it helps to draw a diagram, which it always does me, make sure you draw a diagram, label it, figure out what you're finding. Remember your formulas. Area equals length times width. Perimeter equals all sides added together. Now, I say that most of the time when you're doing these problems, it's going to be either a square or a rectangle. But make sure you know those formulas. When you come down to problem 7, the application says, suppose you are moving into a new house. Give 2 examples of situation in which you must find the perimeter in order to build or repair something. Give 2 examples of situations in which you must find the area in order to build or repair something. Now, you have to come up with 2 examples for each. So here's area, that's 1 example, 2 examples. Perimeter, 1 example, 2 example. All right. So you guys are going to finish the rest of the assignment. Don't forget to submit to me through Canvas when done. Good luck and have fun.